Engines aren't just machines, they're battlegrounds. Every second, heat scorches, pressure grinds, and time claws at their very core. Most vehicles surrender long before their true limits, cast aside as worn-out relics. But a rare few refuse to die, roaring past 500,000 miles with defiance. Their survival isn't a miracle, it's the result of 13 powerful habits that separate the legends from the junkyard. And once you know them, you'll never look at your car the same way again. Number 13, the 5,000-mile oil change rule. Some people stretch oil changes to 10,000 miles, thinking they are clever. Then they wonder why their engines sound tired before the odometer even reaches 200,000. Manufacturers push long intervals because they look good on paper, not because they save engines. By 10,000 miles, even premium oil is full of acids and microscopic grit. At 5,000 miles or 6 months, it has already done its job and needs to be replaced. Oil cools, cleans, and protects hundreds of fast-moving parts. Once it turns into sludge, it blocks passages and leaves bearings unprotected. An oil change is the cheapest insurance policy you can buy. Skip it and the engine will remind you who is in charge. And while oil protects the engine, the transmission needs its own kind of careful insurance. Number 12. The transmission fluid drain, not flush. Transmission repairs can ruin a budget faster than almost anything else. Yet many people sign up for a power flush without realizing the risk. A flush blasts high-pressure fluid through the system. In an older transmission, that pressure knocks loose material that has been holding worn seals together. Once disturbed, the system often fails almost immediately. Mechanics call it the flush of death. The safer approach is a simple drain and fill every 60,000 miles. This slowly refreshes the fluid and introduces new detergents without causing shock. And always stick with the manufacturer's specific fluid. It may look like red liquid, but it is a carefully designed formula tailored to your car's clutch packs. Using the wrong fluid is like feeding an athlete the wrong diet. Performance drops, and failure is not far behind. The same story plays out with coolant, once its protective additives quietly disappear. Number 11. The 5-year coolant swap. Coolant is advertised as a long-life fluid, promising protection for 150,000 miles. The truth is less flattering. The additives that prevent corrosion wear out long before then. Once gone, coolant becomes acidic and begins a process called electrolysis. Instead of protecting, it attacks aluminum, iron, and steel from the inside. Many water pump and radiator failures trace back to this silent breakdown. The SMART rule is simple: replace coolant every 5 years or 50,000 miles. It may not be a glamorous job, but it prevents expensive surprises down the road. Think of it as dental care for your engine. Skip it and the cavities show up later. But when it comes to timing belts, skipping isn't decay, it's instant destruction. Number 10. The timing belt is not a suggestion. If your car has a timing belt, replacement is not a suggestion, but a deadline. The belt synchronizes pistons and valves with unforgiving precision. When it snaps, there is no second chance. On interference engines, which make up most cars today, pistons slam into valves instantly, bending them and wrecking the engine. The repair bill is not a tune-up. It is a full engine replacement. Rubber also ages with time, not just mileage, so even a low-mileage car can be at risk. Replace the belt every 60 to 100,000 miles or every 7 years, whichever comes first. Skipping this job to save money is like skipping a parachute because the jump is short. Even if you survive that, worn spark plugs can burn a hole straight through your wallet. Number 9. The right spark for the job. Spark plugs look harmless, yet they influence fuel economy, power, and emissions. As they wear, the spark weakens. Incomplete combustion follows, wasting fuel and sending unburned gas into the exhaust. That extra fuel cooks the catalytic converter, a repair that can cost more than $2,000. The solution is not complicated. Standard plugs work, but iridium or platinum plugs deliver stronger sparks and last up to 100,000 miles. They burn fuel more cleanly, keep the engine smoother, and save money in the long run. Many people forget plugs because they last so long, but waiting until the car misfires is asking for trouble. Fresh plugs keep both performance and wallet safe. And speaking of breathing room, a dirty air sensor can choke an engine before you realize what's wrong. Number 8. Cleaning the lungs of your car. Engines depend on accurate air measurement, and that is the mass airflow sensor's job. Over time, oil vapor and dust coat its wires, giving false readings. The computer responds with the wrong fuel mixture, leading to hesitation, rough idles, and wasted gas. Many owners replace injectors or oxygen sensors unnecessarily when a quick cleaning is all that is needed. Every time you change the air filter, take 10 minutes to clean the MAF sensor with proper spray. The improvement in throttle response and smoothness can feel like new life breathed into the engine. It is such a simple fix that mechanics often laugh about how often it gets overlooked. They laugh for another reason too. Countless oil leaks blamed on gaskets instead of a clogged PCV valve. Number 7. The PCV valve, the engine's humble hero. The PCV valve is a tiny part, but ignoring it leads to big headaches. Combustion gases sneak past piston rings into the crankcase, building pressure. The valve vents that pressure safely. When clogged, it traps the gas, forcing oil through gaskets and seals. The result is leaks, oil stains on the driveway, and a lighter wallet. Many mystery oil leaks are simply the fault of this part. The solution is inexpensive and quick. Replace the valve every 50,000 miles. It usually costs less than $20 and takes minutes to install. Doing so saves hundreds in repairs and keeps the engine sealed tight. Mechanics shake their heads when people spend big money on gaskets instead of fixing this small valve. But sealed or not, your engine still starves if the fuel filter clogs. Number 6. The fuel filter is not a lifetime part. When manufacturers call a fuel filter lifetime, mechanics know it means until failure. Filters trap grit, rust, and whatever lurks in gas station tanks. Over time, they clog. A clogged filter forces the fuel pump to strain, working harder than it should. That strain shortens its life and often leads to premature failure. Replacing a pump is expensive and labor-intensive. Replacing a filter every 60 to 80,000 miles is cheap insurance. A clean filter ensures injectors get steady fuel and pumps last longer. Skipping this step often means finding out the hard way when the car dies far from home. It is one of those jobs you never appreciate until it saves you from being stranded. The same goes for brake fluid. You don't notice it until it fails. Number 5. Brake fluid is about more than stopping. Brake fluid quietly absorbs moisture, and that feature becomes its weakness. Water inside the system creates two dangers. Under heavy braking, it can boil into steam, leaving compressible bubbles that make the pedals sink. More slowly, it corrodes lines, calipers, and the ABS module. Both outcomes are expensive, and one of them is deadly. Flushing the fluid every 2 to 3 years clears out the moisture and restores safe performance. Many drivers never think about brake fluid until something goes wrong, but by then the damage has already spread. Mechanics often compare it to blood in the human body. You would not want it full of water and rust, so why let your car run on it? And even if your brakes are perfect, misaligned wheels can quietly grind everything down. Number 4. The power of a perfect alignment. Alignment is more than tire wear. A bar that is even slightly misaligned is constantly fighting itself, just like a runner with one foot turned inward. Over time, this stress grinds away at suspension parts, including ball joints, tie rods, and wheel bearings. Fuel economy drops and handling suffers. Checking alignment every 15,000 miles keeps the chassis balanced, saves suspension components, and preserves fuel efficiency. Many people delay alignment until tires show uneven wear, but by then the damage is already spreading. A quick check saves far more than it costs. Ignoring it is like walking around with one shoe tighter than the other. You can do it, but not for long. Long enough, though, for rust to spread in places you never see. Number 3. Washing what you cannot see. Rust is the cancer of cars, and it rarely starts where you are looking. Salt and grime collect in hidden corners, frames, and seams. Moisture trapped there acts like a sponge against bare metal, accelerating corrosion. By the time bubbling paint appears, the structure beneath is already eaten away. The only defense is prevention. A monthly undercarriage wash during winter clears salt and grime before they attack. It may feel unnecessary when the car looks shiny on the outside, but it is the unseen rust that kills vehicles early. Drivers who treat undercarriage washing as routine often keep their cars solid for decades. Those who skip it usually discover the truth during inspections when it is already too late. Cold starts have the same cruel habit. The damage shows up years later. Number 2. The 30-second warm-up rule. The first seconds after a cold start are brutal. Oil has drained into the pan overnight, leaving top components dry. Cold oil is thick and flows slowly. Revving the engine right away means metal scrapes against metal without protection. The scars may be invisible, but they add up year after year. Turbocharged cars face even higher risk. Turbos spin at incredible speeds, and starving their bearings of oil for even a few seconds can destroy them. The solution is free. Start the car, wait 30 seconds, then drive gently until warm. That pause alone prevents years of wear. Mechanics often joke that engines would thank their owners out loud if they just waited half a minute. And the final habit thanks you in another way, a logbook that tells the whole story. Number 1. The longevity logbook. The last secret is not mechanical, but practical. A logbook of maintenance creates a complete biography of the car. Record every oil change, coolant swap, and repair with the date, mileage, and parts used. To a mechanic, this record is a diagnostic shortcut that saves hours of labor. To you, it highlights patterns such as rising oil consumption before they become expensive failures. And when selling, a thick binder of records transforms a high-mileage car from a gamble into a verified investment. Buyers pay more for proof of discipline. The logbook tells a story of care and respect that no shiny paint job can fake. Mechanics smile when they see it because they know the car has been loved. The power to make your car last a lifetime is in your hands. If you found these secrets valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more insider knowledge. Now for the final question, do you think car manufacturers actually want your car to last forever, or is there more profit in making them fail? Let us know in the comments below.